If you've been learning SQL, but still feel like you don't know what analysts actually do at work, well, this video will fix that. Instead of random examples, we're going to answer real business questions using SQL, exactly like a normal day on the job. This is our performance database, daily sales across stores, cities, and regions. And by the way, if you're curious on how I got this database, I already have a video showing how I installed postgresql, created this database, and uploaded the CSV file step by step. I'll link that in the description below if you want to follow along using the exact same database. So imagine it's the morning and your manager messages you, "Hey, quick question. What data do we even have here?" The very first thing analysts do is just look at the table, not analyze it yet. So the SQL command is select, and the asterisk is all. So select all from, and then your table name. In this case, it's store performance. Just understand the structure. What columns exist? What kind of information are we collecting? In real work, you never just jump straight into calculations. You first explore the data so you know what questions you can answer. So the next question comes right after, okay, how much data is this? So query number 2, we're going to use count. This is exactly common in reporting. Before doing any analysis, you want to know the size of your data set. Analysts use this consistently. Daily record counts, monthly totals, validation checks. It's one of the most used commands in real jobs. Now the manager asks, show me only the stores in Texas. Now we'll use query number 3, the where clause. This is filtering. This is the most used part of SQL. Instead of looking at everything, we narrow down the data to only what matters. And in the real reporting, you usually combine conditions, like stores in Texas and transactions above a certain number. Almost every real query you'll write will include filtering. Now we move into actual analysis. The manager asks, which stores generate the most sales? We're going to use the group by. This is where raw rows turn into information. Instead of thousands of records, we summarize them into totals. This is the moment SQL stops being data viewing and becomes decision making. The next question our manager asks, hey, sort by top performers first. So query number 5, order by. Totals alone aren't enough. People want ranking. Leadership almost always wants to see the top performers first. Sorting is what turns a report into something readable. Dashboards, KPIs, scorecards, they all rely on an ordered result. Now the manager asks, what's our total company revenue? Now query number 6, sum. This is a KPI, the numbers business actually track. Analysts calculate totals consistently. Revenue, profits, transactions. This is everyday reporting work. The next question our manager asks, hey, classify stores as high, medium, or low performers. Query 7, case when. Now leadership wants interpretation. Which stores are high performers and which need attention? This is where analysts add business logic. We turn raw values into categories that leadership understands. This step is important because decision makers rarely want raw data. They want conclusions. Next question, how many regions do we operate in? Now query number 8, distinct. This is often used for validation, making sure data looks correct. Analysts constantly check data coverage before publishing reports. Now our manager asks, hey, what's the average ticket size? Query number 9, average. Now we measure performance quality. Averages help compare performance across stores, time periods, and locations. Businesses rely heavily on metrics like this to evaluate performance trends. So there's one thing I want to mention. Analysts don't always memorize all of these SQL queries. In real jobs, we save SQL scripts on our computer or inside a SQL query editor. So when a manager asks the same questions next week, you don't have to rewrite the same SQL script. Instead, you already have it saved. And this is basically a normal day for a data analyst, answering business questions step by step using SQL. But SQL alone is not what stakeholders look at. They don't read query results. They look at dashboards. I created a video on how to connect this database to Power BI and create a real interactive dashboard. I will link that video in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful. Please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more tools, tips, and projects, and I will see you on the next video.